Welcome back. Today I am going to cover my November system that I have set up. I've made changes from the system that I was using in October, so I'm kind of excited to show that to you today. But first I want to say, if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and following my journey and being part of my planner community. And if you are not a subscriber, if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. So I have my main system for planning for the month of November, but I had to modify it even today because my Papertess weekly came in that I'm going to use for my health tracking. So I'm going to cover that first. So what I did was I made copies because I don't want to mess it up. I wanted to know clearly what domains I wanted to put in for tracking. So I'm going to play around with it for a week or two and use these copies to determine how I want to track it and enter it into the Papertess journal. And so far it looks like my goal will be to have a quote, to document my gratitude in this column, make a meals column, track my sleep, track fibromyalgia, track brain fog, my energy levels, my mood, and my focus with ADHD. Additionally, I want to track my steps each day. Did I take my medication? What type of medications am I taking? Did I drink water? And my current weight. And then I want to have notes here. So far I'm very happy with this layout, and I anticipate that I will do the same layout next week. If something changes, I will come back and tell you. Or if you have any suggestions about another domain that I could add in here, please let me know. Please let me know what you're doing if you have a Papertess. I do watch videos of people who've already posted, but perhaps you have a different perspective. So up next, what I wanted to tell you is that I have been researching what makes up a catch-all planner, because that's what I want. I want to have a catch-all planner for each month, 1 month at a time. And it looks like most of them have these specific domains. So they have a schedule area where you can do block scheduling, a task management section, a record keeping, memory keeping section, note taking, a reference area, goals, finance, and trackers. So as I go through the month of November catch-all, I will show you how I'm addressing each of these areas. So first, you don't have to point out my case, my cover. So I'm just still really happy about it. The shop that I got it from is Charmed Goods on Etsy. And so I'll show you, because I haven't really reviewed it with you. Okay. So in a prior video, I covered the monthly calendar that I'd made for Frida Kahlo, because Frida will be my theme for the month of November. And you can go back and look at that video if you're interested in seeing how I designed each month of the calendar. So this is part of my system. And this is the month of November catch-all. So the first thing that I want to show you is that I tried to make a collage on this page. This is a Mexican scarf. So I added this beautiful picture of Frida, a mermaid that matches the flowers on the scarf, and a ticket and a heart. And that's it. This already came with the paper. So I didn't want to make it too busy, but I just wanted to make a collage. I love collages. When you open it up, I have actually included a poem that I would like to read to you. The contents of this journal are intended for an audience of one, me. I plan to use this book as a place where I can make mistakes, I can decide what works and what doesn't, I can experiment, I can have fun, I can copy someone else's technique for the purpose of learning. I'm going to use this space as a sounding board to test things and not judge myself harshly when I do not meet my own standards, preconceived standards. If what I make is ugly, that's okay. If I hate it, that's fine. It's okay because I'm learning and I know that the end result isn't as important as the process itself. This journal is just for me, so I'm going to not hold myself back. So I really like this poem because sometimes when things are perfect the way you have it set up, if you write something and you think it's not as neat as it can be, or if you cut something, then it adds a lot of anxiety. That's what I get if I write not as clearly or as beautifully as I can. So I'm going to keep this in mind this month. This page I washi taped in. This was actually in my October calendar planner, and it's my daughter, me, my daughter-in-law, and my grandbaby. So I'm still celebrating the girls, but next month I'll have my sons. This page is another collage. I included Frida and this sticker that says, "I still love you, even if our opinions are different." And on this page is a pocket. Inside the pocket is a beautiful Frida doll. Two areas where I can write down my thoughts and journal. And my followers tracker. So I'm going to keep that in this pocket. On this page is more decoration celebrating Frida. The tabs, I have tabs that also have Frida on them. This is one of my dolls that I actually turned into a clip so that I can clip off the pages. I made this doll piecemeal for her, and I just think it's really cute. And so this is the first area. The first area is, I'm looking at my notes for what I called it. Okay, so this is the first area. The first area is my month at a glance, and I have highlighted holidays and election day. On this page, again, is my Frida doll, and in this section, I have dated every day of the month of November in this section. And what I want to do is really practice journaling. I'm not a journaler, I'm more of a planner, but I want to journal more. So what I'm going to do is each day write down something that was beautiful, one of my wins, and what I'm grateful for. So that actually is part of the memory keeping, record keeping, memory keeping in the catch-all section. So I've addressed that. And as I said, there's one for each day of the month. Next is my vertical weeklies. And this qualifies under scheduling area where you can do your block scheduling. So I start out this section with my dog Frida. I really love Frida Kahlo, so yeah, I named my dog after her. But this is my vertical weekly section, so I have it for the entire month of November. Next is my health section. And I start out the health section with a tracker that has these specific emotions in it. Well, the first one isn't an emotion, or the second one. Basically, it's what my energy level was, how productive I've been that day, happiness, am I calm, have I felt stress, have I felt upset, sadness, annoyed, anxious, did I cry, did I have brain fog, and my sleep time, high energy, moderate energy, and low energy. And I actually made this before my health tracker came in. So I'm actually going to be tracking it here and inside my Papertess. So I covered up this one because this again is a replica of what I'm going to be tracking here. I initially had sections where I could journal about my health, but since I'm going to do it in the Papertess, I went ahead and changed this entire area. What this area is my energy planner. And I got this from, let me make sure I have the name correct. This came from Katie Planning My Energy. She has a YouTube channel. So she goes over how to use this. I'm going to go over it briefly, just I kind of tested it out. But go to see Katie Planning My Energy because she is the author of this planning system. So basically the way you use this is that you do a brain dump and then you say, will this require high amount of energy, moderate amount of energy, or low amount of energy? So for me, I'm in grad school, and so doing research and downloading articles is a high energy task for me because I have to focus. Reading journal articles is a high level activity, high energy level. I plan to clean my pantry, that's moderate. Record YouTube videos is a high energy because I'm still not used to this and I'm very introverted, so to me it's still a high energy task. And make planners for my Etsy store, and that requires moderate energy so that I can be creative. So this says, how can hard tasks become easier? And I said that I could actually do block scheduling for this and plan a little bit each day to break down how long I'm going to be working in these areas. This says, what can be asked of others? So for these tasks, honestly, I don't want to ask my son to clean the pantry, so no one can help me with this at this point. And what can safely wait until later? So I could say that cleaning the pantry can wait till later, even though I really need to get that done. Okay, so this entire section is my energy planner. And I'm really going to apply myself and try to use this system because I like productivity systems. And actually, that is part of my catch-alls, task management. So I have getting things done in here. I haven't got to that section yet, but I'm going to add energy planner. Okay, so actually this book is my reference area. In my reference area, I have passcodes and just information that I have to transfer each month with me as I go to different planners, so I can mark off reference area. So the next section is my inbox for the Getting Things Done productivity system. So this is just a mind map of how to brainstorm, and this is a flowchart of how to use the system. So what I've done is I've sectioned it off by dates, and I have an inbox for daily use. And the way that I anticipate using this is that I will use this for projects, because my energy planner I want to use for like everyday brain dump, everyday tasks that I have to do. But tasks that I need to break down into projects or that I may be eliminating, I'm going to record in my inbox. Here I have daily sheets that I can use with the Getting Things Done system. And there's 3 bullets here that I can highlight things that I need to do. I can write out my schedule for the day or write a to-do list. So that directly can be used with both the Getting Things Done and the Energy Planner. Additionally, I have a yearly weight tracker. So that qualifies in my catch-all list for trackers. So I have my Papertess tracker, I have my weight tracker, there was another tracker here, for my emotions and my productivity. So I have several trackers. So as I said, I've broken it down by weeks that I'll use for each inbox. Oh, and I wanted to point out, I don't know if you can see this or not, but my washi tape that I put on each page has foil in it that makes it sparkle. And I actually bought this washi tape especially for Frida. This reminds me of her. Okay, so the next area is my November goals. The goals are broken down into these domains. So I have addressed goals. And so far with what my goals are is to exercise 3 days a week, to do a fasting, either 420 or an OMAD fast, or only water, because today and yesterday I have only had water. Organize my house and work on my YouTube and Teachers Pay Teachers store. Stay motivated. So those are my goals so far. And I have an area here that I can write about my goals. This section is my finance section that I can write down when I get paid and how much I'm spending. So I can check finance off. And that's the end of this November catch-all. But there's one more section, and I actually have it. I put it to the side. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is my note-taking section. And I won't lose it because I will put everything in my cover. But what I did was I covered it with Frida's image, and this is a filled notes notebook. So I can use this. I've been using that this month, and when I'm out in public, I can jot down notes that I need to remember and maybe work on something during the day or make a grocery list. So I have actually covered all of the areas that they consider are requirements for a catch-all planner. And I will let you know how this system goes after the first week in November. And please, everyone, stay safe, be happy, and vote. I'll talk to you soon.